off we go. It's the RYAN HARTSON Show on the BWC Network with CORY Bender. I'm RYAN HARTSON. On the program today, we're in the midst of an NBA lockout today. So we're breaking down, we've got all these great players heading over to Europe, CORY. And we've also got the Miami Heat, which this is where I want to start. We'll get to the players in Europe in a second. But the Miami Heat, can they bounce back from a devastating, an absolutely devastating NBA Finals loss? And you got LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, elite players all over the place. So the talent is there. But the thought is, can they come back mentally and kind of bounce back in this post-lockout NBA? What do you think? What should the expectations be for the Heat moving forward?
To be honest, I don't really know yet. I think during this lockout, I think Dwayne Wade, he's a leader. He's already got an NBA championship. I hope he can go to LeBron and Bosh and say, you know, you've lost finals now. Well, LeBron did before, but now that you lost the finals, you know, it just gets you even hungrier, and you need to be mentally prepared, and that they should really stop watching SportsCenter and looking at Twitter, because especially last year with the decision, you know, LeBron was getting pummeled everywhere mentally. I don't think he was able to take it. The reasons why he wasn't playing well, like we've talked before, he wasn't mentally there. He gave up. I mean, it looked like maybe after game 3 or 4, he just kind of was just like, you know what, I can't do this right now. People are like getting on my case too much. I mean, really, that's a lot to ask for just one guy to do. I know you have to be a big boy and step up in the biggest moments, but he wasn't ready for that yet. So what do you think?
The Heat, to me, are a perplexing team.
Yeah, they are.
Talented. They're unbelievably talented.
They have 3 of the best players in the league, or in the world. In
the Eastern Conference Finals, what LeBron did
to Derrick
Rose, just shut him down, was unbelievably clutch. And then in the finals, he just collapses.
Yeah.
So my expectations for the Heat, I think they're the favorites to win the title.
Yeah, they are.
With all that talent, how can they not be?
Yeah. But they're going to be the finals, you know.
If they make it back to the finals, is LeBron just going to, like, fall apart? It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. A great NBA player. He's unbelievably clutch, does unbelievable things all the time. But I've never seen it before when a player as great as him just completely collapses in the biggest moment. And when he's already been clutch, it's not like he continues to collapse all the time. You know, he's not blowing games in February.
Yeah.
He's blowing the games in June.
In June. When it matters the most,
So, like, who do you blame that on? Do you just blame that on LeBron? Do you blame that on our mainstream media friends?
You can probably blame a little bit of each, because LeBron, I'm pretty sure that was a lot for him to take, I guess. But really, you have to be a big boy and step up.
Absolutely.
Which he didn't do. But maybe after this year, I think the LeBron talk's starting to die down. People in Cleveland, they're going to say they hate him, but I don't think the booing is going to go down a lot when they go to Quicken Loans Arena. I don't think he's going to care as much anymore. He's probably a little too that he lost another finals.
Focused.
He's going to be way more focused. He looked focused in Game 6 to me. But when we watched that together, after like the first, second quarter, like, this has got to be over. When Steven Jackson, or I think that's his name, when he was hitting down threes, it's over. Because he couldn't guard him. LeBron was making terrible passes. The Heat were just not focused. But really, I think they're going to be the favorites to win it every year after this. So.
Absolutely. And so the Heat, they're the favorites, right?
Yeah, they are.
And all right, so that's good. And the Heat, I think they're going to bounce back. They're going to be fine. They're going to be in the finals against Oklahoma City or Dallas or somebody like that.
But now I have a question for you. If this happens again, where they fall apart again, do you think that it's just going to happen every year? Because I think it will after that. Because that's too much of a trend for me. If LeBron fails again in the finals and can't perform well,
I think he'll keep getting there. I think they're going to keep getting there, and I think eventually the great players win championships.
Yeah, I understand that.
Especially in an NBA that's just so superstar dominated.
But I kind of think about it like when the Bills lost 4 Super Bowls in a row. I'm not saying they're going to do that bad. I'm just saying it's kind of a trend. But we'll see what happens.
All right, so going forward now, talking a little more. This is happening right now. The Heat, that's old news.
Yeah.
It's future news. But right now, you've got all these great players. Kobe Bryant was talking about going to China.
Yeah.
He might go to Turkey. Who was it? Darren Williams.
Darren Williams to send someone
already went to Turkey. Dwight Howard also wants to go. Kevin Durant has talked about going.
Yeah.
So you've got these places, or you've got all these players going to Europe, going to Asia, China, and going over there to play.
Yeah.
Do you like this? Do you like players going over there?
I like it. I'm not, ecstatic about it, but if it gives them something to do and play, I'm fine with it. I don't really mind. The biggest point is always talking about injuries, but I'm going to let you go off that because you had something about injuries.
Yeah, my thought, I don't like it. I don't like players going over to Europe. I think it's a mess. I think you're getting in a lot of trouble because you're not going to be, I don't know if the NBA insurance, I don't know if you're going to get the same medical care, the same medical insurance. players getting hurt in Europe and then not being able to come back and play and succeed in the NBA is a huge issue, right? If Darren Williams tears his ACL while he's in Turkey, and then he comes back, that's a mess. The Nets are done. The Nets are terrible anyway.
The Nets are already done.
The Nets are terrible anyway. But, I mean, they're going to be in even a worse situation.
I understand.
Can you imagine if Durant gets hurt, if Dwayne Wade gets hurt going over there? I don't think he's one of the players that want to go over there. Joakim Noah's in France playing.
Yeah.
All these great players are over there, except Joakim Noah. And going over there, going to get hurt, to me, the injury risk is way too much.
I don't really have a problem with that because I think they're big boys. They're going to go hard. I mean, they want to face the best, especially Kobe Bryant. He said before, he wants to face the best people in the world. And yes, his ego is as huge as this room we're in right now. But still.
Probably bigger.
Probably a little bit bigger. But I think that they want to play the best in the world to keep up in shape if they even have an NBA season. That's the thing. If they do get hurt, there's been mixed reports that we might have a season, we might not. It's just like the NFL lockout. But really, this NBA lockout's 10 times as worse labor. They're still having meetings, like we said, about when they should have a meeting.
They're having
so
meetings.
Even if they do get hurt,
meetings.
I think they're going to have a fun time rehabbing. Yes, I said fun time rehabbing. They're going to have a long time to recover if there's no NBA season. Even if it's just like a little ankle sprain, they're going to have time to recover from it. So I think, yes, injury risk could be pretty high, but looking at this NBA lockout, I don't think there's going to be a season. And then even if there is, it's going to be about maybe 50 games, not even. They'll have plenty of time if they have an injury to recover.
By the way, if they cancel the NBA season, that's when China said that they'll let players come over.
Yeah.
China will not let players in
right now,
unless the season is canceled. And if the season is canceled, I guarantee you Kobe's going to China.
Yeah, he is.
Kobe, Dwight Howard, that'd be a great team, by the way. If Kobe and Dwight Howard on the same team. That's pretty awesome.
They should do that with the Lakers.
But hopefully the season isn't canceled because I need something to do in April and May and June, besides homework. And that'd be awesome. So that's where we are.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, is that I don't think there's going to have, street games all the time. Kevin Durant's been on tour in New York and stuff like that. I think they're going to get a little bored of that.
Just to wrap it up, are we playing basketball this year?
Probably not. I'm looking at it. I'm not very optimistic about it.
I'm praying for a 50-game season.
I hope.
All right.
That's the best case scenario.
All right, coming up next, we're moving on to the NFL.
Yeah.
The lockout affected teams in a way that I don't think is being addressed enough. The Eagles are just perplexing as hell.
Machines.
And Tim Tebow sucks.
Yeah.
With Cory Bender, it's the RYAN HARTSON Show on the BWC Network and JATV.